Clint, what would you say fans who are coming here to play the game today, what's the first thing that they're going to notice?
I think the first thing they're going to notice is all the new gameplay features, because that's really at the core of the game. Everyone wants to experience football. They're going to notice things like total control of passing, new user catches, new look-back icons on the receivers, breakout of play action, back and forth, things like that.
Yeah, I was talking, we got to play a little NCAA 13 last night at the community event, and one of the quarterbacks was playing, and he ran a play action, he got sacked, and I'm like, hey, give him the heads up that, hey, you can hard trigger now, break out of the play action system. So
yeah,
he's like, really? And I knew the next play he was picking was going to be play action again, because you could just tell him, like, you always get sacked on play action, right? He's like, yep. And not anymore. It's sped up. It's a lot faster. That's one of the first things you'll notice. So he tried it on the next time. The guy just literally just pulls the ball. It's like his face lit up and went over the middle. So I think a lot of people will notice that. Talk a little bit about some of the teams. You know, are people going to have an easier time this year triggering those catches? I know the elite guys do it, but you think you'll see it more on the lower levels?
I think the changes that we made to the user catch system are going to make it more accessible for everyone to have fun user catching, not just the experts like yourself who play Madden all the time. It's going to be fun, it's going to be smooth, and based on where the ball is thrown and the angle that you go for the ball as a user, that's going to trigger a number of these different animations. Like we have over 430 new animations in our catches.
Wow. 430, that's a lot.
We got our hands on it a little bit today, and I've seen some ones that I haven't seen when I was at Community Day, so it seems like there's more coming in every time. So it's looking really good. Obviously, us guys, I guess we try and go up at the same angle every time, but I'm not having as consistent luck. I feel like I have really good control, but I'm not triggering the same catches over and over again, which is nice. You know what I mean? You kind of get that variety.
Yeah, it gives some variable action in there, and hopefully people like you aren't going to find any glitches or exploits with that.
Nope, no way.
I got a question for you here, coming in for you, Clint. The receiver icons, talk to me a little bit about that.
Okay.
Okay, one thing. So people, I think they're scared. Ease their concerns. So they like, I can't throw it if it's not lit up?
Yes, I get that question a lot. You can throw the ball to any receiver whether his icon is lit or not. What the icon means is he's looking for the ball. It does not mean he's open, and it does not mean he's not covered.
And it doesn't mean you can't throw it.
It means you can throw the ball, but if he cannot see it, that's part of our read and react logic that's new this year. If you can't see the ball, you can't make a play on the ball. So you can throw it to the receiver all day, it probably won't be completed if he's not looking for the ball. Let me reiterate, the icon means he's looking for the ball.
Looking for the ball. That's huge, though. That's huge.
And so here's the thing. And there's stuff in the game I hear where, okay, it's blitz. He'll look faster than when he won't look if he's a hot read. He'll know to look for the ball quicker. If it's like a little flat route, he's going to light up, because when you run a flat, you should be looking for the ball.
And we've tested this feature, so we know that anytime that he's supposed to light up, the icon's supposed to light up on short routes, it's lighting up right away. You're not going to have any like quick slants where you guys are looking for the ball.
Yeah, so if you want to throw the Venus, I'm a Spider 3 Y banana.
Spider 2 Y banana.
Spider 2 Y banana, you're telling me it's lit up.
It's lit up.
And you don't want to throw that late. That's just a gameplay tip.
And you don't want to throw that into cover too.
You never.
You know, this guy definitely makes that mistake.
You don't try me. You know what? #1 rule against me: never throw late in the flat. Ever. Don't try me.
You know what he does is you can. Not a lot of people play cover 2 online. So like if you mix in a cover 2 every now and then, because the guy jams and like he'll always run like this, so he'll jam, then he'll let him go, and then he'll step up, and you always like catch him. If he knows you're playing cover 2, it's over, because he's gonna forward you or even just trip or something. But,
it is over.
But every now and then you can lurk into cover 2.
Speaking of that, if he knows you can play cover 2, you know that we now have the new zone swapping in.
Yes.
So
gone are the days.
Now that you motion a receiver across, if the DB follows him across the formation, that does not necessarily mean that they're in man coverage.
Right.
We can now zone swap zone coverage defenders and make them trade zones based on the formations and the motions that the offense does.
And the alignment too is big. We talk about like the spacing of the field. It's more prevalent in the college games because the hash marks so much wider.
Yeah, we use real landmarks in the field that coaches will use when they're coaching the players up, like inside of the numbers, bottom half of the numbers, hash mark, left hash mark, right hash mark. We used all those landmarks to make sure our alignment matched what we saw inside.
That's going to be big for like, so we have a couple of motions that we recommend people run, like they'll run the halfback out of the backfield, but if you're on the wrong hash, then you know that you don't have enough space on the sideline to throw, but now if they're going to be aligned different, you're going to be able to have different routes. You know what I mean? It's nice to have. It's realistic too.
Everything that we put in all works together to give the user more control and a more feeling that he's got control of the outcome of everything.
Without a doubt, my favorite thing so far has just got to be that defensive. You can hide that coverage. They don't know what you're in. You feel like you can play lockdown defense again, and that's what I love. I love that.
I'm honest. I'll be dead serious. You cannot tell the coverage right now.
If you're not lying, you're not trying.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
There's still other things you can do as far as reading the safeties that real football teams do when they don't know the coverage. You know, so we'll give you tips in the guide. We're going to have ways to help you learn how to read the coverage, but it's not the hey, come out in the compressed set. You don't have the ability to read. Now you really got to you gotta say, I think this is going to happen. But now at the snap of the ball, you're not sure. Like, we set people up last year with the backside reads all the time. Have a throw on the backside, and have a slow reading concept over here, which is what they do in football. So we were kind of getting people set up for that, even though you knew what it was going to be 99% of the time. Now it's like, now you need to have that backside.
Clint, I'm going to put you on the spot here real quick. If there's one tip you can give for someone to improve overnight in Madden, what's that one thing they got to do to improve?
To
get better as soon as possible. What do you think? What do you think it's got to be? No. A player, community, a guy just playing the game. What can he do to get better? A noob.
That's a good question.
Practice time.
That's not overnight though.
Yeah, true.
It's practice every day.
Every day.
Before you go to bed.
I would say with our new Madden 13, the number one thing is getting comfortable with user catches. It shouldn't take more than an hour to get that comfort level, because that will change the game.
It used to take 6 years, literally, only the veterans can do it. But now, once you get on it, it's just the left stick's more responsive, I'd say. So, if you used to hesitate and do it, and you just want to click on it, now you should actually not be afraid to.
I've never been a user catcher myself. I've played Madden since the early 90s, Sega Genesis days. I've never liked user catching because I thought I just screwed up.
Yeah.
Now I user catch.
You gotta get over the hump.
It's very, very fun. It just makes the game much more like, man, I want to play another game. It's not like only doing it. You want 3-4 games.
You want to go and find and trigger those new catches.
They're pretty sweet on the sideline. I actually just played a game against Zfarls, 21-0. Jordy Nelson had a big day. Let's just say, I don't know.
It wasn't a full game.
It feels rewarding.
It does.
Nice user catch,
that's the best part, is you want to feel like you're doing something, and all the new animations that are in there now make you feel like you're actually triggering something different each play, which is just awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we're gonna move on with Clint. Anybody have any more questions for Clint?
No, that's the only one there for.
Anybody in the chat think I can get around Clint?
No.
That's my
As a pass rusher.
There's no way. There's no way you could get around him.
Mean swimmers.
No way you could get around him. All right, and one last thing for you, Clint. Any prediction on the cover? Who do you think is taking it down, Cam or Megatron?
You know what? I don't know. I'm going to predict Cam's going to win only because he's a quarterback.
See, that's what I think too.
People love quarterbacks.
Absolutely. I'm saying Cam.
Calvin's been just blowing people out in his votes. And
Gronk, he beat Gronk.
But now Cam's were a little tighter, and I do like Cam's vote though. I like his campaign that he did with the video.
I just want to throw it out there that I voted for Joe Thomas.
You did? I voted for Gronkowski all the way. I'm just devastated.
Joe Thomas was a beast in Madden. He was a nice guy.
I was so devastated he didn't make it. But we appreciate, again, this is Clint Oldenburg. He's Madden Dev. What's your actual title?
Core Gameplay Designer.
Core Gameplay Designer. There you go. But there he is. Thank you much, Clint.
He blocked so hard.
Thanks, guys.